So to preface this, I watched Wonder Woman 1984, and then the next night I watched Soul, and wow, what a what a night and day difference these two movies were. I was so excited to review Soul. It's one of the best Pixar movies ever put out. This is your review of the Pixar movie Soul.
No smell, no taste,
or touch. See?
Once again, as I always say, there are some spoilers in here. I try not to give too much away in my reviews, but if you really want to watch the movie and you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend you go watch it and then come back to my review. But if not, and you don't mind hearing some things that could be spoiled, let's dive into it. Soul is about a band teacher named Joe Gardner who loves jazz and he loves music. And he's about to have his dream come true where he gets the opportunity to be a pianist in a jazz band. And right as that happens and he gets that news, he dies. And so now it follows his soul trying to make its way back to Earth so he can continue his dream back on Earth. In that process, he meets another soul, 22, where he has to help 22 find their purpose in life to go start their life on Earth. So Joe Gardner gets put together with 22, who is a soul that's really hard to get along with, and they've been trying to find 22's purpose to send to Earth for some time, and has had famous, prolific souls try and guide 22 here, but no one's been able to do it before. So Joe Gardner ends up accidentally falling into Earth with 22, where Joe Gardner ends up going into a cat, and 22 ends up going into Joe Gardner's body. As the movie goes on, Joe Gardner's learning about the true meaning of life, and while 22 is realizing that Earth and life isn't so bad, what this soul has been avoiding for so long. It's really a beautiful story and a beautiful movie with an amazing ending.
I'm gonna make you wish you never died.
Most people wish that, 22.
So, this movie is probably one of the more daunting plot movies that Pixar and Disney's ever tried to do, and I think they did it flawlessly. Pixar makes movies for everyone, but this movie specifically feels like it was made for people over the age of 20. This is probably Pixar's deepest movie, has the most depth and complexity. It can go over a lot of people's heads really quickly, and I think that's why a lot of people probably under the age of maybe even 18 might not fully grasp everything this movie is trying to say and convey. The animation advancements of Pixar and what they've shown is just jaw-dropping. There's some scenes in this movie where you don't remember you're watching an animated movie. It looks real. Like, I remember, I think there's a scene where it's just like a landscape scene, and I go, oh, it's real. They're mixing real and then I realize, no, this is this is animated, which is kind of nuts to me. They did a really good job voice casting for all these characters. Joe Gardner's voiced by Jamie Foxx, who is a great actor and great voice actor. Tina Fey is 22, and I believe Daveed Diggs is in this movie, and you know, we all love Daveed Diggs since Hamilton. You get lost. Like, I write notes as I watch these movies so I can remember things to say, and the last 30 minutes, I didn't look down at my note sheet once. I was so locked into this movie. It is so captivating. It has a perfect runtime. It's only an hour and 40 minutes, and it feels like it perfectly ends at the right time. It felt like there was nothing that needed to be done more or less. I think they did a really good job writing in these little bits of humor that you catch and is actually really funny. They make a dig at the Knicks, and they make a lot of funny side jokes, and I was laughing like the whole time. It was really good. Overall, this is a really deep and captivating movie, and a movie that holds a lot of importance, especially what's going on right now in our world, and I would recommend this to anybody and everybody. I think it holds a lot of lessons, and you walk away from this movie just feeling really good and really happy. So you can't go wrong. I believe it's one of Pixar's best and most prolific films they've ever done. It probably will, over time, make it to the top 3, if not the number 1 Pixar movie. Maybe not the most iconic, but for sure, it's probably the best plot line they've ever had. After that, I'd say this rating is a 9.6. Definitely go watch it, go see it, and don't go watch Wonder Woman instead.